When you create signs or signage, especially in nursing homes, memory care for people with dementia, there are a number of ways to mess it up. One way is, can the person read it? Can the typical resident read it? So is the signage in terms of lettering large enough? Is it in a font that they can see? Is it at the right height? A useful exercise is to put yourself in a wheelchair and ask a colleague to wheel you around. The world looks differently from a wheelchair than when you're standing or even in a walker. So signage may have to be at 2 levels. You also have to make sure that a person understands what the signage means. So a good way to find out is to show a sign to someone and ask them, what does this mean? And then you may need to have icons or symbols, either in addition to the words, the text, or by themselves, whatever works. Usually having both, having redundancy is the best approach. And then you have to give a person practice using these external aids, these cognitive ramps. So for example, if there's a sign which says dining room and an arrow, and there's also a picture of like a knife and fork or some kind of food, a good thing to do is to have staff members practice with the resident by saying, what does this mean? And then, would you show me where the dining room is? So that the resident gets practice looking for the sign and using the sign. Very similar to how you can ask a person, would you please show me where the bathroom is? And with practice, they learn locations, they learn routes, they learn landmarks. Often they do this on their own, but it takes a lot longer for that to happen than if they're getting practice, especially getting practice helping another person.